Hello, and welcome to another edition of The Wahb Show. Tonight, my guest is Owen Radford, who will be talking to us about his new album tonight. Hi, Owen. Nice hat.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a funky looking straw you got there.
Yeah, it's not very efficient for sucking up liquid, but I have found it does make a nice musical instrument sometimes,
Smoke weed every day.
You know what they say over in Pennsylvania, rack 'em cowboys, rack! Rack 'em cowboys, rack! Rack 'em cowboys, rack! You said you recorded an album in a very tumultuous circumstance. Could you please explain that to us?
Yeah, the album really was recorded in a period of violent and noisy uproar. Yeah, you could say that. And it was very interesting because, like with the COVID-19 pandemic and everything, and really also the really unfortunate album fever pandemic too. I know a lot of people, myself included, have come down with that, especially in recent years. I think even Caleb Bristol, who's kind of the honorary second member of Dr. Deceptive, he even came down with it himself and even had a recording on the album of him talking about his experience with album fever as well, that precedes a song that I even wrote about the album fever pandemic.
Not only did I notice that this is a very, diverse album, but this has people from all over the world on this one project. Could you tell us about the musicians who played on the album?
Yeah, so you're right. It is not only a very musically diverse album. There's so many genres that I experiment with. But you're right, there are musicians from all over the world because you've got not just people here in the U.S., but people from Kurdistan, technically people from the U.K. There's all sorts of people on this album. There's my friend Jeb, of course, he plays the character of Jim on this album, who shows up in all the spoken word bits. And I kind of chose Jeb to play that role just because when I was thinking of the concept of spoken word bits, I always heard them being said by him in my mind. So I hit him up and asked him, would you like to play this character on this album? And of course he said yes, because why would he say no to this beautiful face? And he also plays acoustic guitar on the song Hey Mr. Manager, which I of course chose him to play on because he loves Badfinger. I'm going to cover a Badfinger song, so he's got to be on it somehow. So he plays an acoustic guitar solo on that. And then there's Caleb Bristol, who I already mentioned, co-produced the whole album. He plays drums on several tracks. He plays cello on one of the songs. He sings backing vocals on one of the songs. And he's just a fantastic musician that I've loved working with. And then my friend Cooper, who is also from the U.S., he plays the guitar solo on the song Regressive Rock. He plays it in a Robert Fripp style, and I managed to make it work, even though I just put it over top of a track I had recorded that he hadn't even heard, and yet they still went together perfectly. It's amazing. And all these people I've been talking about, all these people have been from the U.S. Jeb's from Connecticut, Caleb is from Wyoming, which actually does exist, I've learned, and Cooper is from Pennsylvania, but yet we have other people that are not in the U.S. We have Hashi, who played guitars and bass on Mr. Radford's records, and he is from Kurdistan, which had some, I know. And then of course we have other people from other parts of the world, John Lennon's Ghost shows up to introduce the song for a lost soul brother. It's not it's not just from other parts of the world, but across time as well. And I know that another person in the UK, Neil Tennant's long lost brother, who tragically died in 92, he shows up on the song When Critics Strike to do co-lead vocals. I was surprised to get in contact with him. And yeah, there's just so many people. The Dank Irony chorus has people, I believe, from all over the world in it as well, and they sing on the song Just Keep on Driving. So there's clearly a lot of people on this project from all sorts of parts of the world, and it's been amazing that such a diverse project also has such a diverse range of musicians, not just all over the world, but from all across time as well.
What kind of goal do you want to have for Dr. Deceptive once you release your fourth album?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned a fourth album, because there is no fourth Dr. Deceptive album. It doesn't exist. it never will. There won't be a fourth episode album. There never is going to be. I've never not recorded one. So it's interesting you bring that up. But after this project and everything, I'm thinking, for the fifth Dr. Deceptive album, there could possibly be some interesting stuff that could go on. Obviously, my goal is for Dr. Deceptive to become an actual band with, full lineup on all the songs, not just a handful. Obviously Caleb will be in that. I'm sure we'll try to find a bass player, probably another guitarist. I don't know, maybe another vocalist, but we'll round out the band, I'm thinking, and write a full band record. And I have other ideas that we could probably do 2 records at once, because Dr. Deceptive always seems to release 2 albums at once. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening with Dr. Deceptive in the future. Me and Caleb have discussed the possibility of playing live, potentially. It's just going to be, there's big stuff, It's not just this album. There's going to be so much more in the can. But yeah.
How much is a Toblerone in your town?
Toblerone. What the fuck is a Toblerone again? It's a brand of Swiss chocolate. Yeah, we have those here in Ohio, and I feel like, if I'm remembering correctly, they're around $5 to $25 a piece. I don't know, something like that. We definitely have them around here. The Toblerones, we have those, yes.
Do you guys have a Costco?
We actually do have a Costco around here, and actually I recorded several tracks for this album at my local Costco while I was trying not to be noticed as being there in the dining area without a membership. And fortunately I was caught. I was thrown out, but I did get some of that nice yogurt that they have there. It's also really cheap. But yeah, several of the album's tracks were recorded at my local Costco, 100%.
Have you ever been treated to a Jackson Hole lemonade?
I have not, unfortunately, but there are many, many days that I dream of in this life where I could someday experience that. I don't remember what you said.
This cranberry juice is quite delicious.
Yes, it is. It is quite good. Thank you for sharing some with me. It's really, really some delicious stuff. I love cranberry juice. It's one of my favorite drinks in the world, and I'm glad that you brought some to the interview because I've been really thirsty.
Pizza time!
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? What the fuck?
You fucking talking to me? Well, Owen, the holidays are coming up. I'm not sure if you bought any presents for your family yet.
Oh, fuck, you just reminded me. I haven't bought a present for my family. I should probably go do that right now. Fuck.
Timing! What about timing?
Timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Somebody touch my...
That you were a professional on gastrointestinal diseases.
Yes. I love those
gastrointestinal diseases.
I love them so much. So if anybody out there watching this has any gastrointestinal diseases, please hit me up.
What's the base? What's the base? What is the base? Is there a base? Was there ever a base? Bases?
Bass. Bass.
Bass.
The bass. Bass. Bases. I'm not sure I actually track what you're trying to convey to me, but I do know about based. But of course, the ever-present question when it comes to based is based on what?
You know, I actually think that there's something that you should look up that might be of use to you.
Oh, really now? I inquire as to what it is.
Mr. Radford, have you ever Googled H.P. Lovecraft's cat?
I believe I have. Let me do that real quick. Let's see. Oh. Now there is this song, a YouTube video of a song linked right below the result. So see what that is. Oh, I know this one. This is a good song. I love Patti Smith.